Ooh, welcome back to the channel, guys. Y'all remember the black charger? Remember the video I did? We were searching for coolant leaks. Well, in fact, watch this video right here. Well, guys, here's my parts. I get here this morning. I have parts. I got 2 gallons of coolant, and voila, brand new Mopar radiator. Y'all hear what I say? Brand new Mopar. Meaning quality, guys. That's the only thing that separates. The thing that separates OEM from everybody else is quality, I guess. I assume the car maker's going to put a lot. They want the top of the line. OEM parts. Okay. I don't know if Mopar actually make radiators, but I'm sure the vendors that they use have been given instruction to use quality. Okay, yeah, see that big M right there? Now, charger, guys, it's always a debate. The debate is always, should you come out from the top or the bottom? Depending on the engine, this is a 3.6 Pentastar. Now, there's a crate underneath that hold the radiator. So, or just say if you was working at home, your only other option is to get it from the top, right? But because I'm on a lift, or I have the capability to lift the car in the air, I'm going to let it up and gauge my stance, where I stand, should I come from the top or the bottom, because I want to get this done as quickly as possible. Alright, so look down there. Y'all see her? Yeah, diagnose this one correctly, guys. Remember, you have to retest this thing, guys, because coolant system parts that's leaking, if they're leaking as a result of high pressure, then yeah, that's bad. The car gonna be back with something else leaking, because remember, pressure is trying to find the weakest point to escape. Okay, now I wouldn't call the radiator a weak point, but that's why some people will automatically assume just the radiator just fatigued, because there's no way. Pressure probably build up to around 20 psi on a normal working cooling system. You know, the fan come on and bring the pressure down, the vicious cycle, but I'm sure it probably don't get over 20 psi, so that's not really enough to force fluid out of a radiator, but you never know, man. So my point is, recheck everything after you're done. You know, go on your test drive and make sure it go through the cycle where the fan come on and go off. All right, so let me get this thing in the air and see which way is easier, to get it at the top or the bottom. Anybody got any suggestions? No, I know the fan got to come out, so. All right, guys, hold tight. Alrighty, guys, let's take a look. So, what y'all think? I should come out the bottom? I probably should come out the top, because a lot of DIY guys can't do this from the bottom. I don't know, I'm pressed for time, guys. So, if I remove this cover, that's the bracket I was talking about that holds the radiator up. It's just held on by 4 screws, 2 right here and 2 right there. So if I drop that, the radiator falls straight out. After you get the radiator hoses out. So I'm gonna let it back down. I'm gonna do it from the bottom. I'm gonna take the fan off, remove this cover, and then just drop it straight down, guys. And voila, guys. Yes, this is the best way. It seems to be the best route. Bzz, bzz. Bzz, bzz. And it falls out. So I gotta get this upper hose off, or lower hose off, and the upper hose off, and the fan should fall right out. All right, I'm glad I chose this route. Stay tuned. Ooh, ready, guys. I got the old one out, as you saw. I actually got the new one in. But look, let's take a look at something, guys. Y'all see how coolant Like it would start, I don't know where the seam broke at, but it would work its way down. That's where you see all that liquid that came out of that panel. It's on both sides actually. Yeah, so now the coolant is red. So if you see like reddish, if the coolant was green, you probably see this would be greenish. All right, so yeah, this radiator was definitely leaking. Now guys, there's a couple of things I left off. I catch a lot of flack for making these jobs look so easy. Yes, you can bring this out from the top or the bottom, but mind you, the condenser is attached to the radiator. So there's a little 5/16 head right here, 2 on each side. But the one on the driver's side is kind of a pain in the butt, simply because, yeah, it goes sideways, guys. All right, so yeah, let me show you on the car what I'm talking about, because you guys thinking this, I made it look easy, but it's not. See, here's one right here. The condenser bolts to the radiator. You're gonna have one right here, and you're gonna have one up top. Now the one up top, it's a 5/16 head, but it comes sideways, guys. It's angled in. So once you get those off and separate the condenser from the radiator, you good to go. That's when you drop the bracket. I got everything on now. I'm home. It's home stretch right now for me. I'm about to top this off. I'll put all the panels back on. We're gonna go through the bleeding procedures, because like I said earlier, guys, to bleed these 3/6 Pentastar is not simple as loosening the bleeder screw. It's a little bit more. You don't get all the air out just using the bleeder screw. So we'll talk about that when we get to that point. All right, stay tuned, hold tight, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. And as you can see, wow, guys, I done went through at least, I know I put a radiator in, but I went through at least 2 gallons of antifreeze. All right, so I'll open this while I'm filling this up. Remember, double duty, guys. If this is all you have to work with, you just got to do it very carefully. In other words, you will have to drive it and let the coolant flow through the heater core, guys. What we're trying to do is get all the air out of the coolant system, or it will overheat. All right, I've just disrupted the cooling system by replacing the radiator, so there is an extremely amount of air in the system, and it must come out in order for the cooling system to work efficiently. All right, so I'm at a standstill right here. I got this closed. I'm gonna crack this open one more time. Might get a puff of air out, but yeah, I heard it. Okay, so cooling is coming out. That means it should be, most of the air should be out. So I'm gonna start it up, let it run with the heater on, let it circulate, and then I'm gonna go test drive it. Guys, do not deliver the car until the heater is hot. When the heater is hot, you can pretty much be assured you got most of the air pockets out. All right, so I'm gonna wrap this video up. I just wanted y'all to see, I use double coverage. It's extremely hard to get all the air out. Even with this, in my opinion, this is in the wrong place. But that's the way they designed it. We gotta live with it. That's all I have, guys. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.